Okay, I'm live. Hopefully my sound is good. I'll just start and see what people in the chat say. Um, Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle, and I am doing a reading for the collective today in honor of Independence Day in the U.S. I thought I would do a reading on uh, yay, it sounds good. I'm going to do a reading on the key to your independence. And yeah, so we've got Rebecca here and Janet and Lioness Kitty Cat. So glad it's better. Sometimes restarting is the magic thing. So I'm glad it worked in this case. Um, it was the key. Restarting was the key. That was the key to my independence in this reading. So, wherever you have felt blocked, stuck, glitchy, we're gonna look at how to move beyond those barriers, how to get gain your freedom, gain your independence from the things that might be holding you back. Yay. Yay. I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you all. And hello, Linda. All right. So, and Cora made it too. Excellent. I'm so glad you're here. I'm not on as early as I normally do. So that allows some people to sleep in a little bit. And there's Janet. Hello, Janet. Okay, so I felt guided to grab Heart's Hidden Secrets. So let's see what this has to say. So we've got commitment, marriage, promises, and fidelity. Shallow, hollow, empty, and boredom. Intuition, heart song, telepathy, and inner knowing. So there's something in regards um, to what you have committed yourself to. Now, this can speak to a romantic relationship. Um, yeah, with marriage, fidelity. Um, but it doesn't have to. This can be any kind of commitment that you have made where you've made some kind of vow, some kind of promise to someone or to show up in a certain way in a situation, but you're finding that it's lacking somehow. And so this is, it's like something that you committed to because you thought it was worth your time, your energy, your effort, your love, but it's falling short. And you may be feeling bored, you may be feeling like, yeah, I thought this was going in another direction than it seems to be. um I need to spice things up. I need to figure something out to fill in this emptiness. It could be the kind of thing where you think that something that you have committed to, or when you had initially committed to something, that it was going to be the key to your happiness, or somehow it was going to be fulfilling, but it's turning out to not be that way, or it has shifted. The honeymoon is over. And so you basically are needing to lean into your intuition, to remember that committing to yourself and your own happiness first and foremost is the big message here. It's the thing that is going to help you, um, wherever you feel bored or empty, there's a need for you to fill that for yourself, fill that empty space. Commit to yourself. commit to, I mean, yeah, for example, if this is a romantic connection that's feeling like, eh, um, do something for yourself as if you are your significant other. Take yourself out on a date. Um, I don't know, send yourself flowers or write yourself little love notes or, you know, like kind of create some kind of sweet gestures for yourself. Um, and that's going to help you connect more to your heart because we have heart song here and inner knowing. There's something within you that feels bored because you're not getting what you need from out outside of yourself. So there's a need to um, go within, right? Okay, so let's. Okay, getting voice, going with the voice of the souls oracle. Margaritas. Margarita does sound really good. Okay, so voice of the souls oracle. What do we got here? We've got karma, 16. Karmic relationship, 24. It's interesting. And freedom. Isn't that interesting? 17. Oh, and they're not in order, but we have 6, 7, 8 here. It's like there's this situation where you're feeling stuck or bound in some way, bored. um, it's a part of a lesson, and with karmic relationship here too. Let me just look in the book real quick because I feeling like this karmic relationship definitely could be speaking to a romantic situation. I mean, with the hands holding hands, and but I'm also feeling this, the, because I talked about like kind of reestablishing the commitment to yourself. That this has something to do with your inner self, bringing different parts of yourself into balance, the light and the shadow. This comes up, has been coming up a lot, doing the shadow work. But let's see. So I'm going to read karma first. Part of your energy carries the burden of your karma in two different ways. The first relates to what I consider as fears, and I meaning your soul. I carry within me blocking memories related to our former lives with what I didn't manage to build and or overcome. Yet I also carry all the wisdom we've built together in which you don't always use. This is the second way. Okay. So it's about taking the lessons, everything that's happened to you, and applying them, understanding that your soul has a higher vantage point, has the ability to access those lessons. Um, just got pertinent information. Um, and so, like, you're somehow there's been a blockage in your own memories around what has happened previously, and your soul is there's a direct line from your intuition to your soul. So tapping into your intuition is going to help you access that information, those lessons, things that because it talks about what you consider failures. So where you feel you have failed was not actually failure. it's been a part of your journey, a part of getting you to where you are in this moment. Now let me look at 24 here, or karmic relationship. I can't even. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I should put on my glasses. Okay. Um, you need to understand the connection you have with another person, another soul. You need to understand why that relationship can be so complicated or why those feelings are so strong. You need to categorize the relationship. This relationship is a karmic one, which means both your souls have already met in previous lives. And I feel like that's so common in the tarot community. They talk about the karmic, which is like the other, the relationship where, you know, you and a person came together because you have some kind of lessons to learn, but it's always that like a negative, heavy kind of thing. And this is simply just saying like, you have met before, you're brought back together again for some reason because there's more growth to do, to more growth to have happen. I can't even say that right. There's more growth for both of you within this connection. And so, and it says, but this is no reason that you already have met in previous lives, if you're into that kind of thing. But there's no reason for the relationship to become toxic or for you to accept things that aren't right for you. Part of you is afraid of cutting this relationship short or focusing on its karmic depth. However, this prevents you from connecting to your free will and making decisions on your own. And isn't that interesting? We got freedom. So this is about it's reframing your understanding of a connection where you might have been holding back, like speaking your truth, speaking up, saying certain things, um, based on what's happened in your past, that happened previously, even in a connection. You kind of bearing your soul, laying it all out, and addressing things that whatever is causing this energy, this shallow, hollow, empty feeling, that needs to be addressed in a connection. And it again, it doesn't have to be a romantic connection. This can be with anybody, with your bestie, with someone that you work very closely with, family member. Apply it as it fits. You know your story best. But your freedom comes from speaking your truth and from recognizing, I say this a lot, but that everything that's happened to you, even the bad stuff, has happened for you, not to you. And so through these lessons, it's like it's like learning to empower yourself, learning to stand tall where you felt like you wanted to shrink previously. Um, to listen to your heart. What is your heart saying? What is your heart singing? Your heart is singing that you want some kind of freedom. Ultimately, you want that independence to be fully yourself, to be sovereign, not dependent on somebody else for your own self-worth. That your freedom, the key to your freedom is your own ability to get honest and vulnerable. Okay. So let's see. What am I doing? What do I want to do? How about we go with the guides of the hidden realms? Call it Baron Reed's new deck. The true source of power, number 18. Divine will, integrity, and power versus force. Ooh, I like that. That lit something up in me. Power versus force. I think I think we often equate power with force in in a lot of cultures, but true power is not, it doesn't necessarily have force behind it. Think of like a tree, for example. There is great power and majesty in a tree, in its ability to root itself, deeply root itself, to stand tall, to withstand storms, and it's a quiet kind of power. The true source of power comes from within. That's where your freedom lies, and divine will. So you are being guided. That's a part of yeah, the universe has been leading you, has sent you on this crazy adventure, this journey, to help you establish what is best for you, because we have integrity here. How can you show up with integrity for yourself? How can you have your own back? That's where your power lies. Number, and I think I said, yeah, number 18. And then we've got full moon eclipse, removing internal obstacles, confronting self identity and intensity. Wow. Yeah, removing internal obstacles. That's exactly what this is all about. And it has something to do with those internal obstacles, have something to do with your you've been blocking your shadow side. You've been blocking the parts of yourself that you feel are the parts that you just don't like about yourself. And this could be for any reason. This could come from, oftentimes it comes from childhood, being told that we're not good enough or that we're wrong for expressing ourselves in certain ways. But and so we repress, really, like, very what's the word, like, significant parts of ourselves, which then causes the imbalance, which then often causes us to go in the opposite direction of where we want to go, because we're trying to be something we're not. We're trying to protect ourselves. There's countless reasons for why this happens, but this is all about recognizing where you have set up blocks and barriers within yourself. It's that idea that we have buttons that people push, but those buttons were there in the first place before those people ever came along. And so it's kind of like getting down into that. How do you heal that? Um, Confronting self identity. Who are you? Who are you to yourself? Who do you think of yourself as when you go out into the world? What kind of person do you want to be? Are you showing up with integrity? Are you, do you feel proud of who you are and what you stand for? And this intensity, it's like everything's coming to a head. Everything's getting pushed to the forefront of your consciousness, of your awareness. And this can, like, stuff's getting stirred up with this intensity, which is a good thing, though very often not comfortable. It can even be painful. But there's this understanding that through that intensity, that's when you kind of are able to open up. We see this, there's kind of all this energy flowing from the third eye up, out, up into the crown chakra, up into the universe. You you're you could very well be having some some realizations, some downloads, some like epiphanies, and it's going to feel like a lot for you know for some people at least. It could totally floor you, but remember it's a part of your freedom. Yeah. And then we have connection through the cosmos, community, everything is connected, the law of reciprocity, 29. Oh, and this one was 15. Connection through the cosmos. So yeah, so through tapping into your soul, your higher self, the universe, the community around you, a particular person, you speaking your truth and being vulnerable is um is going to shift whatever is going on here with feeling bored, hollow, empty, because now you're honoring yourself rather than holding yourself back as a way to honor someone else. As if like you have something to say that you feel might hurt someone's feelings. And so you'd rather keep it in than not say anything. But in this case, you absolutely want to say what you have to say and know that they'll be okay. And it's better to speak your truth. The law of reciprocity, giving and receiving, allowing yourself to receive love from yourself, giving to yourself. It always comes back to you, and realizing everything is connected. It's all energy. Everything is energy when we boil it down. And so there is no separation between any of us and our world and our universe. So, okay. Feeling like I want to get some cards from the Gateway of Light activation. Star Lover 22 is here. Hello. Thank you for joining. And happy Independence Day to you. All right, we've got Inner Earth, base chakra, strength and security, laying foundations. And yeah, my brain went to base chakra, which is red, the color red, and you know the US colors are red, white, and blue. So we've got the red here. Strength and security, building up your strength, building up your foundation, creating, and this ties to what I was saying about being especially sweet with yourself, treating yourself as if you are in love with yourself, even if you feel like you struggle with that. That's a part, it's like teaching yourself what you deserve. Sometimes we need that external, um, I don't know, reminder. The, the, and so like sometimes if we feel like we're not getting it from the source that we want, if we give it to ourselves, that actually sparks something within us that we're still getting our needs met. It's that idea. Okay, so and maybe you're aware of this, but the brain does not know the difference between what it imagines versus what is seen in or experienced in the outer reality. And so there's something to do with that as well. It's like reprogramming yourself, or um, training your brain to see differently, changing the conversation that you have with yourself about yourself. This is all part of laying the foundation. And then we've got Order of Melchizedek. Embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. Mission uncovered. If you've been struggling, this is, I feel like this is a message for you about uncovering what it is that has been blocking you, has been holding you back. Don't give up. You're going to hit some resistance within yourself. You're going to find, like even with sharing yourself, being vulnerable, being honest and open, you could bump up against resistance with another person. It may not be, all love and light and, oh, let's rejoice now that everything out is out in the open. Like sometimes it takes a little bit to work things out. But as long as you are being in integrity with yourself and speaking honestly and kindly, make sure when you're being honest that you're also being kind, that you're being tactful, but you're still putting it out there. Because that is pushing through that is what's going to help you get to the prize. And then we have Halls of Amenti Initiation. Secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations. Yeah. You're through talking, through expressing yourself authentically, you're going to open up something for this person. I feel like in the end, this is going to be a healing conversation. You're going to discover things about yourself. You're going to discover maybe something about this person that you didn't know, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered. It's going to deepen. I think in the end, it's going to deepen this connection. And this is a part of the initiation into the next phase, the next stage of the connection. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go with some radical abundance. Synergy. Oh, I love it. Diversity. And relaxation. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. So here it is. um the authentic expression of self with someone else creates this synergy. Synergy being two people coming together to create something better than either of them could create separately. It's the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Um yeah, this has a 2 of cups feeling to me. Um there's a strong bond between the two of you. And through celebrating your diversity, the differences between the two of you, um, it's honoring each other. Even if you don't understand where they're coming from, you can at least try to. You can, you practice active listening. If you don't know what that is, um, you let them talk, and then you repeat back to them what they said and say, "Is that right? Did I hear you right?" Um, you two getting on the same page and honoring and appreciating each other's differences, because like the yin yang, you two are you're I'm getting a force to be reckoned with. You're You're making the whole stronger because of your differences. And then with relaxation, it's like you go from this feeling of like, I don't feel relaxed. I feel like something is off, something is wrong. And then through this process of tapping into your heart, into, you know, to your intuition, to your soul, to the universe, all these things, you finally get to come to the other side when you have this, when you know, open yourself up and be authentic and honest. Oh, I like that. Okay, I'm going to get some cards from the Moonology deck. Oh, yeah, there was kitty confirmation, wasn't there? Okay, we've got Show the World the Real You. The full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Just like I've been saying, speaking your authentic truth. Oh, Kitty definitely agrees with that. What do you need to release? What do you need to release that is holding you back? What button is already there that you need to deactivate so that somebody doesn't come along and push it again? Communication is key. Yeah. Yep. Communicating from a place of integrity, being honest and truthful and loving and open. It's everything is pointing to that. Um, um, what else? What else? What else? I'm gonna get some cards from the Spirit Animal Oracle. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love and who you love, including yourself, first and foremost. Pig spirit, oh, and this is number 19. Maybe not. Okay. Pig spirit, use your mind wisely. 47. Yeah. Use your mind. Where did that go? Removing internal obstacles, using your mind wisely, in a way that empowers you rather than depowers you. Uh, what's the opposite of empower? Not power. Anything that takes away your power. um, yeah, you want to start thinking in a way that is supportive of yourself, if you're not already. Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. Number 30. Take a leap of faith. Which very much has to do with expressing yourself. And so I'm feeling very strongly that this is that there's some fear around this expression, authentic expression. um and just know that your power actually lies within that authentic expression, because when you're fully just being yourself, yeah, you may not always be accepted for who you are, for how you're showing up. But as long as you know that you're in integrity with yourself, you don't have anything to prove to anyone. You know that not everyone's gonna receive the message, and that's perfectly okay. This is about what you think about yourself, what you think about what you have to say. How are you going to feel when you put out what into the world, what is most important to you? Yeah. I think I'm going to finish with a beyond Lemuria. Excuse me. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of like there's there's a blockage in the throat chakra. So work with the color blue, wear it, have it around you. That there's something about needing to open up the throat chakra so that you can express yourself fully. There's the blue. So we have the red, the red with your true source of power, right? Your root chakra, and then the blue. And so, the white. I mean, the white can even just be white. White is every color, right? It's all the colors. White illuminates. White is all inclusive. White represents diversity. Okay. Okay. So we have a figure here in lotus position, head down, but coming up off the head. Oh, I see what I think is a phoenix. It's like moving up into the higher chakras and ultimately into the light. There's a couple of serpents here, several, the light and the shadow. This is all about coming back into balance within yourself. Speaking is going to help with this, expressing true, authentic expression. Okay. Fire, Solaris Sublime. And here's the phoenix, what looks like a phoenix. We live in a dualistic world, bringing light and dark into balance, and being real with our humanness can allow us to reach more joy, authenticity, and depth. By accepting and loving all of ourselves as we are, we can extend more of this love and have greater compassion for others. um, this painting portrays the balanced dance of creation. As the dragons come together, they dissolve into one with all that is. I'm suddenly reminded of the Dark Crystal. And if you haven't seen that movie, highly recommend it. But it's, the Skeksis and the Mystics come together at the end and create this light being, which is very bright, kind of a white shining thing. And that's what this is making me think of. As the dragons come together, they dissolve into one with all that is. In this place of coalescence, both sides fuse in oneness, not just as a reemerging, but with the, sorry, not just as a remerging with the universe, but in an alchemical process of becoming the empowered creator force we truly are. Creator force, because somehow this is opening you up so that you can fully, what you are expressing, allowing something to come through you. It's like you're unblocking a channel. You're opening something up, and that is leading you to into this very creative energy, understanding that you can create whatever it is that you want in your life from this new understanding. So, and fire is an element that you could work with. Of course, be cautious and careful. Make sure you don't light anything on fire you don't mean to. um just gotta say it. But sometimes, you can do a releasing ritual using fire. Write down what it is that you want to release and burn it outside in a safe area. um, because what you release will make space for something new to come in. As they say, what is the saying? The it's not the universe, but I'll just say it. The universe abhors a vacuum. I don't, it's not the universe, but you know what I mean. Like anytime you move something out, you something is moved away. There's space then that can get filled, and it's like you bringing these different parts of yourself together is creating that space for for this relaxation, synergy, connection, um, communicating, and being feeling awesome. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world. Happy Independence to you. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and leave a comment if it resonates.